Hello, everybody. I hope all of you are doing good. And here I'm back again for the Random Podcast. This is the first podcast for 2024. So, because generally when the year starts, there is a lot of development of the global front, domestic front. So, let's do a little roundup. That's what the podcast aims at doing, as you might know. So, I'm Imam Abhishek and I run Elaf Consultants, and we advise on startups, we mentor startups, and we have got a lot to do with the financial domain in India as well as Middle East and a little bit of Europe. So of course that's available to you on our channels, but just thought to mention because it's the start of the year. Okay, so what are we looking at? So we're talking about, let's talk about India first and then we'll go to there are two major things which happened on the Indian front this month. The first is, of course, the Ram Mandir inauguration of Pran Pratishthan, which was on January 22nd. So we will not get into what it is, but it's just the event took place, and of course we will talk monetary things on this. The monetary stuff is because the place has been done up now, and there are so many devotees going there. So automatically people who are running businesses there, the tourists, food, everything which comes with the tourism industry. So those stocks have gotten uplifted from that. So, anyways, it was like it was a very big affair, and I think it was a mammoth-size affair as well. So that is what happened in India on a very, very large scale in this month. There's another thing also. Every year, January, there is a Davos meeting, which is all potential leaders as well as the ruling people from various economies visit Davos. That's an economic meet just to discuss how countries should move forward with respect to businesses and economies. So, of course, Smriti Irani attended this year's Davos meet. She was there with 200 members. So, what happened at Davos? What happened is that a lot of countries have been forming Quad. Like, for example, India, Japan, US, Australia are in a Quad. So the main agenda for Davos was globalization is dying slowly and people are just forming groups. So that's where there's a lot of discussion on that. Countries are forming groups with like-minded countries. So these are the two major important things which happened in January with respect to India. There was also one more thing which is related to the poverty. So because elections are very close by now. So there was a particular index which was done to understand how many people are out of poverty. And of course, that particular exercise, they have some 12 odd fields, depending on stay, essential items being at home, how many meals people take, what is their travel expenditure. So a lot of parameters on which it was gauged, and of course, a lot of people who moved up the poverty line in India. So these are the three major significant developments with respect to India. Yeah, and let's talk about our neighbors now. So, I should mention this as well. Rohan Bopanna, of course, he's an Indian and he's a tennis player. I'm sure all of you know about him. So he won his Grand Slam. He was playing doubles and he won that at the age of 32. He's the only athlete to do this at the age of 32. So that's his first Grand Slam. So that is a little bit about India. And let's talk about the neighbors now. Bangladesh had elections, and this is what I mentioned in my last podcast as well. So January they had their elections, and of course Sheikh Hasina came to power because she had no opposition. You see, so that is what had happened. After Bangladesh, we had polls in Taiwan as well. So there was a new chief which was selected, Li Qing, he's the new chief to Taiwan. And of course, I'm sure all of you know Taiwan is of prime importance in the world now because of the semiconductor business. TSMC, which is the biggest company manufacturing semiconductor chips, and the whole world is up, is running towards that semiconductor race which is happening, so that people, because it's been used in a lot of systems, also primarily because we also talk about electric vehicles, it's also used in that. So we spoke about Bangladesh, we spoke about Taiwan, and now a little bit what is happening between Pakistan and Iran. So Iran lately targeted Pakistan through missile attacks. So that was very deadly because it was not expected because of the ally thing. But that has happened. And as we talk, the Houthi rebels are also doing a lot of chaos on the Swiss side. There are talks about negotiations with them, but let's see how the whole thing goes. Yeah, so back home in India, Jet Airways has been in a lot of trouble because there was some audit done and there was some anti-money laundering news which came out. So Naresh Goyal, of course, is behind bars now. But then somebody has to do something about Jet Airways. So there's a consortium with Jalal Rock, which is an equity investor. So they have proposed to buy out Jet Airways for 150 crores. I think that should go through. I hope that goes through. And of course, the one which did not go through is the merger between Zee and Sony. So it was supposed to be a $10 billion merger, but it has been called off. And it seems Zee is trying to sue Sony now for the time, the kind of time that was involved in this merger. So that is also there's also one big development on the Indian front, which is that there is a species of buffalo which is gir. At present, Brazil has that, but then of course India is growing so fast, so the milk production is a major concern as well. So the government of India decided to import that buffalo semen to India. So it is so the government of India has decided to import 40 lakh doses of that particular buffalo, which is gir. The milk capacity for that buffalo is around 40 liters a day. So that's going to be a very good turnaround as well. Government of India has primarily banned coaching classes from enrolling students who are under 16 years of age. This was a very landmark decision also because a lot of students are being reported of depression and suicides. So, of course, the coaching class institute has reappealed to the government, but this has happened. I think it's a major development because I think students are being forced or probably they cannot stand the pressure. So, I believe it will be in the right direction. Yeah, let's hope for the best. And everywhere there's talk about artificial intelligence. So this month, Samsung rolled out a phone which is AI powered. So it's not that this is the first time AI powered phones have been rolled out, but an AI has always been used in our phones. Like for example, the certain algorithms in our phone, for example, alarms. So they are AI powered. But this time, Samsung has rolled out a fully powered AI powered telephone. That's the smartphone. So the phone is Galaxy S24, that is SMPH, and that's powered by. Okay, so Samsung has rolled out an AI-powered mobile, which is Galaxy S24. I think we have covered more or less whatever has happened on the international and the national front, and we'll come back again next month with all the rounded performance. Thank you so much for your time. Keep watching, and we'll try to incorporate certain more elements into the. Hi, hello everybody. I hope all of you are doing good. Aaj kya ho raha hai? Today we are recording the monthly podcast, and let's start quickly. Thank you.